guys, welcome to Safiar TV. I'm back. This is my second video of the day. I just have more to say, more on my mind. I want to talk about this book I'm reading called Skinny Bitch. I'm going to read you something. It says, Chapter 1, first paragraph. Okay, use your head. You need to get healthy if you want to get skinny. Healthy equals skinny, unhealthy equals fat. You cannot keep eating the same shit and expect to get skinny. That's the first paragraph of this book. And the whole book, they talk to you really hardcore. They go into the green meat that I was speaking of, the horrors of the meat and animal packing industry, the horrors of dairy, the horrors of smoking, the horrors of just about everything. And it's not so much about being skinny. I have hips and butt and thighs and all that, and I really don't want to be real thin, but I do want to be healthy. And I was one of these people that they talk about here. They say, we constantly hear the snobby declaration, I don't eat any red meat, I just eat chicken. Well, now you know chicken is just as bad as a cow or pig. In fact, it might be worse. They talk about chicken and fish being linked to colon cancer. 90% of chicken having the salmonella, pork having the trichinosis, which I thought, isn't trick a STD? I know it's a parasite, but maybe that's a different trick, but that's still just too much tricks going on for me. The high levels of mercury in the fish, and I know you guys are hearing about fish, the water being so messed up these days that fish are turning female and not even growing male parts anymore because of the hormones and the chemicals and stuff in the water. It says, so if you want to be skinny, you've got to be a vegetarian, someone who doesn't eat dead animals or seafood. Quit whining. And then it says, so before you say, I could never give up meat, realize that nearly every single vegetarian on the planet said those same words. Then shut the F up, looked at an inspirational picture of a skinny bitch, and cleaned out their freezer. That's Skinny Bitch. I won't read the whole book to you, but I would suggest anybody to go and pick it up. It's very informative, and I've even ordered another book based off that this book refers to a lot called Slaughterhouse. And there's something else that I wanted to talk about. The more I am really accepting that I can't keep doing the same thing forever, I'm thinking more about my my sex life and my dating life, and starting to hold those people that I'm with and I come in contact with more accountable for what they're doing. Not to push my way or the raw vegan way on anybody else, but let's say this, and in my circle of friends, I'm the person that a few of my friends will come to for, you know, if they're sick or getting a cold or the sniffles or something, they'll call me and say, please make me some of that stuff you drink, you know, and I'll make them something that has garlic and greens and some herbs and just different stuff, just depending on what's going on with them, just to help their body heal. Because, you know, even though I like my junk, I do my fruits and vegetables and my greens and herbs and things like that regularly. Those are the staples that I keep in my house. But then I have other people that I come in contact with, men and women, but this is more directed to men that I may be dating, and they turn their nose up. They don't want to eat in my house. They don't want to come to my house to eat. They don't want to go to a restaurant, like a vegan or vegetarian restaurant. They're like, I need some real food. You know, I don't want any of that grass and all that rabbit food you eating. And even some of my friends, and I have a few that are vegetarians by definition, I've had a few of them tell me, they all say the same thing, that just because I'm a vegetarian doesn't mean I'm healthy. And, they may not eat meat, or they may just eat fish, or, but some of the other habits are bad. And not being open to, to better things in a better way. And I've been thinking a lot about sex and food and how that relates to me. That if I am making a big conscious effort to improve and to take care of myself and my womb and my body, to even down to the products I use a lot of natural products that have 0 to very minimum of extra chemicals and just things that I can't pronounce, don't know what it is. Everything that I use is pretty basic, as far as to what I use to brush my teeth, the oils I put on my skin, everything. So I'm making an effort, and I would appreciate that, someone that I'm dating to be making an effort too. Because this is the trick. If I am making an effort to make sure that, my breath and my womb and my body is clean and clear and fresh for myself, and when I am, entering into this healing love ceremony with, somebody, and that person is not making an effort, is completely turned off, turned against anything that has to do with health and fruits and vegetables and, drinking water and, things like that. Basically, if I'm choosing to consume better and I'm sleeping with somebody that chooses to consume junk all the time, not every now and then, but all the time, wants to smoke weed, wants to smoke cigarettes, water is not a water, doesn't want to drink water, doesn't want to drink juice, thinks that eating fruit for breakfast is weird, if you don't have chicken and all that stuff on a plate, it's not real food. And I don't know when food that grows out of the ground stop being real food, but if that person is doing something the complete opposite, and I'm choosing to consume better, and I'm consuming as a woman, receiving, this person when we're having sex, then basically I am consuming the junk that you're consuming. That's something to think about. And I've been pretty lenient in the past, but I've decided that, and I just decided, I am feeling that the habits and the lifestyle of a partner I may have does affect me. It does affect me, and that I am choosing to start holding people accountable, because I consider myself to be a peach. Not a french fry or chicken wing. And I want my lover to be making an effort, to be putting his health first, to be giving me, the best, and not the junk. And it does matter. And ladies, it applies to you too, me too. The more meat you eat that bleeds, the more you will bleed. I now do not have any PMS, like cramps and headaches and all that stuff, just because although I will have some, regular food, it's to a minimum. It's not a daily routine anymore. And basically what sparked that was my periods and my womb. And ladies, the dairy and the meat does affect the amount of discharge or yeast. A lot of girls have yeast and a lot of discharge and things like that, bad periods, and it does have everything to do with what we eat every day. So just something to think about. Get back with you later. Have a great day.